Welcome to the Forbes Markets Desk. I'm Steve Schaefer. The Federal Reserve is set to reveal the results of its 2012 bank stress tests on Thursday after the closing bell. The tests, which were submitted by big banks in early January, are required to see how banks' balance sheets would stand up to different stressed conditions. The Fed's worst-case scenario, which includes an unemployment rate that peaks at 13%, a 50% drop in the equity markets, and a further 21% drop in housing prices, is actually worse than what we saw in 2008. What the Fed is figuring there is that if conditions in Europe worsen, or if China has a hard landing, combined with stress in the U.S., that would be an even worse environment than what we saw a few years ago. The Fed has faced some criticism in past years about not being harsh enough with these tests, so they're clearly trying to avoid those kinds of claims this time around. 6 of the biggest banks, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Citigroup, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, and Morgan Stanley, will be facing even harsher tests than the rest of the group, 19 banks in total that had to submit capital plans to the Fed. Part of the reason for the Fed's capital review is to see just how much these banks can afford to return to shareholders, either through dividends or stock buybacks. While Citigroup, JP Morgan, and Wells Fargo are widely expected to return some additional capital to shareholders, it'll be interesting to see if Bank of America even requested to return capital to the Fed, given that last year their proposed dividend hike was rejected by the central bank. For the Forbes Markets Desk, I'm Steve Schaefer.